Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TokYo-Yo Reviews. Thanks for watching and subscribing and all that. Let's get right into it. So the yo-yo I'm going to be talking about today is another one from the company YoYo Empire, which is the Tsunami. It's got a V shape. It's very similar to the checkpoint. You can see here these little wings kind of coming off there. So the body is made of palm, just like the Big Bang, and the rims are stainless steel. This is extremely comfortable. It has a really solid feel in the hand. It doesn't feel like these rims are like a separate piece. They really flow together well because of the shape. Grinds are very, very easy to achieve here. It fits in your finger very perfectly. And I talked about grinds in the Big Bang review. This won't really make you an expert at them, but this one was actually what got me back into grinds again. Was I just threw it a couple times. I hadn't thrown it for a while, and I threw it a grind and it just sat on my finger and was balanced. I was just like, whoa, I haven't practiced that forever, and just kind of by accident. And since then I've been using this one and the Big Bang to practice to get better. You're going to notice here when you look at the cup, the little same finger spin hub nub thingy is here. Exactly the same as the Big Bang, same shape, same little interesting little lip thingy here. It's the same. It feels comfortable, it's nice and balanced, it's smooth when you finger spin. And I just love how unique this thing looks. I mean, it's got the palm body, it's got the silver rims, so it's got that kind of bi-metal look, even though it's not metal, and it's bright yellow. At least this one, there's a lot of colorways. Again, like with the Big Bang, there's so many crazy colorways. They all look really, really nice. And the bearing here, a concave, size C. And the only reason I mentioned the bearing specifically is because this thing is really loud, and I kind of like that actually. It's a very, very noisy bearing, and I kind of like that because you can tell when its spin is running down, which you can't on a lot of really quiet bearings, so that's something I really enjoy. YoYo Empire is just interesting. The things they make are really unique. I bought this from Spin Gear on a whim, just because it looked cool, and I like the plastic and metal, and I just was surprised at how much I loved it, and then that led me to get the Big Bang, which I adore, and then I've got another YoYo Empire coming in the mail, so that'll be reviewed soon. Something they say on their website is they don't want to be connected with the stigma of like made in China. They want to say like feel the difference in our yo-yos compared to others, and you definitely can feel it. Like these don't feel like a cheap knockoff yo-yo. They feel really, really nice, really solid, really well put together. They've got a lot of individuality, which I think is great. I think the more time you spend playing with yo-yos and learning tricks and stuff, the more jaded you tend to get. The longer you spend in this community, you see a lot of descriptions, you read a lot of things about yo-yos, and it all kind of melts together. You see, great for finger spins, or a smooth finish that's great for grinds, or it spins forever, or that it's really stable, so it's good for horizontal, or something like that. And it all kind of blends together, and you tend to not really read into that stuff anymore, and you just say, does it look cool? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll get that. This company kind of goes against that, I think. Like, these yo-yos don't look like your everyday yo-yos. They're kind of crazy looking, in my opinion. They don't really look like much else on the market, at least the current market. I know C3 just released the Gamma Crash, which is very similar to this, except the Gamma Crash doesn't have this little finger spin. But all their stuff, even they make bimetals as well, and their bimetals look crazy. They're neon green, kind of off green, with a blue stainless steel rim, which is just, they look really crazy. They don't follow the same aesthetic style as most other companies do. I really hope that this leads to, or companies like this lead to a new wave of different kind of yo-yos that do different things and look different and play a bit different. Everything's really, extreme competition or super nice boutique kind of stuff, which is fine, totally fine, but, it's nice to have something different, and YoYo Empire certainly offers that. And I know companies have done this before. I know Yo-Yo Jam did a bunch of stuff with hybrid designs, plastic and metal. I've got a couple myself. Those caps on those Yo-Yo Jams, some of those, definitely this has design in mind, aesthetics in mind. But I like companies that kind of go against bigger trends. I mean, they just does have the finger spin hub, but like if you saw this on a website, you might not say, oh, that's really super cool, because it doesn't look like a titanium, or it doesn't look like anything that's really out there, and that's kind of why I'm drawn to them. As far as this yo-yo goes, let's get into some pros and cons. It has great style, obviously, as I talked about. The yellow, there's green in there, there's blue on the hub, and the finger spin hub, and then the stainless steel. Just looks nice. It's really solid. It feels solid in the hand. It's easy to hold. It's no problem there. The finger spins are awesome. Like I said, they just, enough said about that. I talked about it in the Big Bang review. It's the same. Really just super nice. Great grinds. Finger grinds are awesome on this thing. Like I said, it's what got me back into them. Unique design, as I talked about. Just, I don't know, like the metal rims and then the metal in here, but there's palm in the middle, but it doesn't feel like palm that you're used to, so it's really cool. And the response on this is super snappy. I think that's really neat to have something that doesn't snag too much, but does come back when you need it to. And even if it's almost dead, I can still get it back. It's very nice for that. But yeah, guys, this is the YoYo Empire Tsunami. The only place I know where you can get this is Spin Gear. Again, sorry, I know I review a lot of stuff that's harder to get in the States, since I got this in Japan. But yeah, I really enjoy this yo-yo, and yeah, please let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. That would be great. And yeah, see you guys next time.